episode 5 of the Story Song Podcast Show. My name is James.
And my name is Chris.
Hello, Christopher.
Hi, James.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Christopher, very formal.
I know, I like to keep it formal.
Okay.
I want to thank you for the last choice of yours. Dove went down to Georgia.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Can't be beaten. It's always going to be at the top, but that's brilliant. I'm going to stay in the same genre. It's a country song I've got for you this month.
I do like country.
Good. But it's a little bit slower. It's certainly not got the vibe and the intensity. It's called Austin. Okay? And it's by Blake Shelton.
Is it as in the place in Texas?
Absolutely. Okay. It was released in April 2001, written by David Kent and Kirsty Manor. It didn't come anywhere in the UK charts, don't think it was released, but it got to number 18 in the US Billboard charts, which doesn't seem great,
No.
but sometimes you need a good twist in a story song, and I'm going to show you today an example of a story song with a good twist.
Super.
And I'm not talking about like the Beatles with Twist and Shout, or Let's Twist Again like we did last summer, or You've Got to Do the Twist and it goes like this. This is more of a twist of the story.
Great.
Are you with me?
Yes. I'm excited.
Okay, so before we make a start on this song, I've got to tell you, it's a love story. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't think we've really had a love story before.
We haven't.
But
you've thought about it.
Every night. They've all been quite, like the Mississippi Squirrel certainly wasn't. I wouldn't say Escape was. The Pina Colada song.
Yeah, Pina Colada was
not kind of getting there.
Yeah,
but I think this is a true love story.
Yeah.
So, alright, so let's make a start.
She left without leaving a number. Said she needed to clear her mind. He figured she'd gone back to Austin, 'cause she talked about it all the time.
Okay, it's not a happy song. Alright, so she's left him.
Yeah. Didn't leave a number, so she obviously didn't want to be traced.
Yeah, doesn't know where she's gone. He thinks she's gone back. I imagine she comes from Austin. Mm-hmm. Ever been to Austin?
Texas?
Yeah.
No.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
It's alright. The best thing I did was go on the South Fork tour, the show Dallas.
Oh, no. Did you?
But unfortunately, it was...
Did I go to a ranch?
Yeah, but it was before, they remade it a few years back.
Oh, yeah.
It was before that, so there was about 4 people on the tour, and there was this 90-year-old tour guy going, if you come here in the 80s, this place would have been real busy.
I thought that's better, though, than going there in
it was
the 80s.
great. And he went, and he showed us a pool, and he went, this is where J.R. and Swellen had many a fight round this pool. And then he said, now we're going to go inside the house. Now, when we go in this house, you probably won't recognise anything from the show, because none of it was filmed there. So most of the tour...
And was it quite a drive from wherever you were?
Yeah, it was a bit of an effort to get there.
How long did it take?
An hour or two. Well, we drove all across America, not just to get to Dallas.
But as a detour, it was an hour. That's not too bad. An hour or two, that's reasonable.
Anyway, right, so he's depressed. Well, she's gone. The story's set, I suppose.
Yeah.
It was almost a year before she called him up. 3 rings and an answering machine is what she got. If you're calling about the car I sold it, if this is Tuesday night I'm bowling, if you got something to sell, you're wasting your time, I'm not buying. If it's anybody else, wait for the tone, you know what to do. And P.S. if this is Austin, I still love you.
So, what we see there, it's interesting, it's sad, isn't it? But she rang like a year later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what's more concerning is this man is putting his life story on an answer phone message. Now, if I was a burglar, I would be able to work out that on Tuesday night I could go round to his house and steal his stuff.
Or he might just, bearing in mind, though, that last message, if this is Austin, I still love you, he's saying that, so he might be, I Hold on a minute. If it's Tuesday night and bowling, he might not have gone bowling. He might.
No, but this is right. So what?
Yeah, but he might have pretended he's gone bowling, so that if she rings up, she thinks, "Oh, he's gone bowling." So she might aim to make her jealous. He's out having fun.
Is that
bowling? He's sold the car. He's doing this. He's not buying. He's too busy for buying. He's got ladies, and he's got ladies to the left of him, ladies to the right. He's so busy.
If I was going to make someone jealous, I don't know if I'd be saying Tuesday night I'm off bowling.
Yeah, but you don't live in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
No, he doesn't live in Austin, Texas, does he?
No.
Where does he live?
We have no idea.
Yeah.
But it's a telephone call away.
Yeah.
We do know that. Okay, so we're learning a lot more about this guy.
And he still loves
He sold his car.
So do you reckon once a week?
He likes bowling.
Once a week, then he updates his answer machine message.
He must do.
Yeah. Say, well, this is my
absolutely
itinerary, grand criteria.
Do you know who else would have an answer phone message like this?
No.
Charlene from Never Be To Me.
Yeah, yes.
Except she'd be like, I'm really sorry. I'm in
Greece.
Harlow this weekend.
No, not Harlow. No, Nice and Greece. And fine dinings on yachts.
And with a few kings. Yeah, but he's got a little bit more of a simple life. So, yeah, he sold his car, he's going bowling, and he's not going to be sucked in by telesales. So I respect this man. But, very sweetly, at the end he's gone, P.S. if this is Austin, I still love you. Aww. After a year.
The telephone fell to the counter. She heard, but she couldn't believe. What kind of man would hang on that long? What kind of love that must be? She waited 3 days.
Okay, why did she wait 3 days?
Don't know.
All right, so she's really impressed. So she's heard this answer phone message, yeah?
Yeah.
She must have thought, I miss him, I'm going to give it another try.
Yeah.
Because she calls him up after a year.
Yeah. So maybe she went back to someone else, or who knows.
Yeah, she probably met someone else.
Blah, 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 that didn't work out. And then
did some subtle whoring.
I think it's subtle. No, this isn't subtle. No, that's the other song. And then she tried him again 3 days later.
So this is my question, really. It's like, right, she's so shocked the telephone fell to the counter. So she dropped the phone because it's like, oh my God, he still loves me. I tell you what, I'm going to leave it 3 days.
Well, yeah, but she might panic. It's been a year. She upped and left. Didn't leave a number.
I suppose 3 out of 365 is nothing. It's a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
All right.
And then she tried again. She didn't know what she'd say, but she heard 3 rings and then, if it's Friday night, I'm at the ball game, and first thing Saturday, if it don't rain, I'm headed out to the lake, and I'll be gone all weekend long.
Okay, I know I've gone on about this already.
I know it's another open, coming to burgle house, but he's got nothing worth stealing.
But he's out on all right Friday night, and then all weekend he's going fishing.
Yeah.
So it's an open invitation.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And do you know who?
Nothing worth stealing.
Yeah, but do you know who would steal it? Say you rung up last week to maybe try and sell something because you're at the end of your tether because you've got to make a sale.
This is how the telesales guy's been told he's not buying.
So the telesales have been like, "Fuck you, don't ring back here," and now he's got an open invitation to rob the house.
Yeah, he might have gone ex-directory already though, and therefore
just his friend's call.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, possibly. All right.
But I'll call you back when I get home on Sunday afternoon. And P.S. if this is Austin, I still love you.
Just something on here.
Yeah.
What do we know what her name is?
Not a clue.
Right, because if someone rings you up and you've been out whatever, lived with them, I'm assuming they lived together.
I think they were in a quite intense relationship.
Yeah, well, maybe not intense, but a long and loving relationship.
Yeah.
I thought it's serious.
Yeah.
But he refers to her as the town from where she comes. Would you refer to someone? Oh, if this is Lower Pever, if this is Essex.
Hello, West Norwood.
Wouldn't you say the name? If this is
But it could. I think this is a bit of an American thing.
It was just like an old thing. People used to answer the phones with a number.
Hey, Austin. Hey.
7842100.
Yeah. Because remember, America.
People used to say that.
I know they did.
Yeah, everyone did. It was
So if it
thing.
was English, you would say, and P.S. if this is 78400 or whatever.
Well, no, that would be his number.
Oh, right, yeah, you'd have to put her number.
Well, yeah, well, he wouldn't say that.
861236.
But then he doesn't know a number, does he?
No.
So he wouldn't be able to say a number. So why doesn't he just use a name?
Because I think...
Maybe he can't say it. It hurts him so much.
Yeah.
His heart rips apart every time he thinks of a name, and he's just never been able to say it last year.
She could be Austin from Austin.
Well, I did think that, but then... And she could be a bloke as well, actually.
Well, it could be.
Is she a she?
I think, no.
Yeah.
I think
It
it's
does
a
say
she.
she, yeah.
All right.
Well, maybe he's met someone since called Austin.
Maybe
that's why she left. and Austin's left since.
I think in America,
lots of things go on in America.
I've seen it before in the movies. People refer to people, when someone comes from a different part of town or a different part of the country, they'll go, "Hey, Florida," or "Hey, Bangor."
What?
It's in Maine. I can't really think of anywhere else. Hey, Massachusetts. Yeah. I think it's kind of something that these people do.
This time she left her number, but not another word. Then she waited by the phone on Sunday evening, and this is what he heard.
Hold on.
Yes.
She just left a number, but she didn't say anything else.
Yeah. Now, he could have thought she was a telesales person.
Oh, so then he rang her and left her a voice.
Right, I get confused here.
Yeah.
All right, this time she left her number. So right,
on his voice.
So he's right. So
he's
the
got
answer
back from fishing.
Yeah. So she's listened to the answer phone message.
Yeah.
And after that, she'd gone
5378
5378
He recognised the voice as hers, obviously.
She left a number, but not another word.
Yeah.
Then she waited by the phone, and then on Sunday evening. So I wonder when did she call?
So this isn't a voicemail. This is
right. No, but she called. She must have called Friday night. Let's say she called Friday night, or Saturday night.
Yeah.
All right, so she called. She called either Friday or Saturday,
Yeah.
and then she waited by the phone. And then on Sunday evening, as soon as he got back from fishing,
he rang her.
This is what.
So he didn't leave her a voicemail. He just rang her. This is them actually talking.
Hold on.
Both on each.
This is what gets confusing. When she waited by the phone
chatting,
on Sunday evening, this is what he heard. Right, I get you. Right, so she left a number, but not another word. Oh, right, okay, I get it. She's left her number, yeah?
Yep.
He's got back from his fishing trip with a big trout, ready to cook it up. And he's put on his answer phone message, and one's from his mother, saying, "Hey, son, hope you're okay. Looking forward to eating that trout with you next Monday." Yeah?
Yeah.
And then the second message is telesales, which she's really angry about.
You're adding variables that aren't required here.
And then the third message is just her. It's just a number. So he now dials this number.
Yeah. He rings up.
Right, and that's where we're up to.
Yeah, but he rings up. But then
so he rings. So. So he calls her up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's a call with one at each.
So let's see what she says when he calls her up.
We'd already covered this. We'd reached that summation.
If you're calling about my heart, it's still yours. I should have listened to it a little more. Then it wouldn't have taken me so long to know where I belong. And by the way, boy, this is no machine you're talking to. Can't you tell this is Austin? And I still love you. I still love you.
On that last call, obviously he's chatting to her.
No. He calls her up because all he's got is a number, and she's pretending she's an answer phone.
Right.
Okay, so she goes, "If you're calling by my heart, it's still yours. I should have listened to it a little bit more. Blah blah blah. By the way, it's not an answer phone. It's me."
Ta-da.
Right, but I think this end sort of bit works in a number of ways.
They've overcomplicated that.
They have. It has a key change. Okay, so it goes up, which makes your heart go up a little bit.
Yeah. It's like, it's reaching the climax of the song.
Yes. And then obviously she's completely sucking in. Calling back, my heart's still yours. I should have listened to you a little more. I bet he's thinking, yes, you should. Really. And then the little twist at the end. And by the way, boy, this is no machine you're talking to. I think it's a lovely little song.
Yeah, it is. Very nice. Yeah, it's and it ends well.
It does.
Yeah, well done.
It does, but I imagine she probably leaves him again after about 3 weeks.
Well, he probably hasn't changed, has he?
It goes back into the same ways really quickly.
Picking his nose, scratching his bollocks.
Going to the lake every weekend.
Fishing
bowling
every
on Tuesday. At the bar on Fridays, exactly.
No wonder. Surprised she lasted a year.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so, Chris, what are you going to give it?
I like that one, and it had a heartwarm...
I think it is a heartwarming song.
Yeah, it did. It had a happy ending, and it was nice when we finally figured out what it meant. But yeah, great. And I feel uplifted. Thank you, James.
You're welcome, my friend.
I think I'm going to give you an 8 for that one.
I think that's an admirable score.
Yeah, and I do like a bit of country anyway.
Yeah, and I love country with a twist. All right, but I think we've probably done enough country. So whatever you're going to give us next time, could you promise that it's not country?
Okay. Yes, absolutely. In fact, it won't be country.
Great. I'm looking forward to it already.
Me too.
See you next month.
See ya.